Hi everyone, this is Marty with Pezzadoodle Designs, and I'm here to talk to you today about another great Viva Decor pen product. These are gloss gels that we're going to work with today, and I'm going to show you several different ways you can use them. They come in a range of very bright colors as well as the transparent, and this one is opaque, which is a white that is a very bright white. So I'm going to show you first just the consistency of these, and they can be used just like the other pens to make little droplets, dewdrops if you will, or not really pearls since they're not pearlescent, but the same perfectly round little shape that we love with the Viva pens. Get you real close here so you can see what I'm doing. I have had a few people say they're having trouble getting the perfectly round little pearls, and it took me a while to try and figure out if there were any tips I could give you, because it really just almost happens automatically. But I can say that you don't want to put your pen tip directly on your paper. Hold it up to allow the formula, whether it's the gloss gel, the pearl pen, whichever one you're using, allow it to fall slightly down onto your paper so that you have the nice round effect. Otherwise, your sides will be touching your paper and you'll get more of a blob or a flat looking dot. This color is magenta. These are a semi-transparent, very shiny looking substance, and it's really good for several different things. One thing I wanted to show you today is how to use them in conjunction with another product called Glamour Dust. And this is really just ultrafine glitter from Deco Art, but it is very, very fine and very, very sparkly. And I use that with the transparent gloss gel. Make your little pearls or your little droplets. And then just sprinkle on the Glamour Dust. And what you end up with is a very shimmery little sparkly dot. That I think is very, very pretty. Hoping the camera really shows you the effect that you get. And another thing you can do with these, which I think is really fun, I love to make my own embellishments. I will pretty much use any material I find to see if I can accomplish that. And so one of the things that I've done is I simply drew some shapes onto a small piece of a craft sheet. I took a full-size craft sheet and I have them cut into pieces because I'm forever letting something dry on top of one, but I still want to be able to use my main one. And as you can see, well, I didn't let it dry long enough. I did these this morning when I got up. So they don't take very long to dry. It's not like it takes overnight. Some of them are already peeling up. They come off very easily off the craft sheet. I made some little flowers, a few balloons. I was working on a birthday project this morning, so I thought I'd see if I could do some balloons. And I also did some swirls. They just come right up off your craft sheet. Made a cloud with the white, and you can see the last one I did, so it may not be dry. But you can see how white it is. We'll let him dry a little longer. You can vary how thick you want it. So this swirl I did very, very light, very, very thin. And I could easily place this on my project as sort of a guide to then put my own dots of liquid, either glitter liner or the pearl pen, so that I can make my own swirls once again, as I showed you in a previous video. So here are the two swirls I made, and they're pretty easy to pick up, so they'd be easy to place, not like some of the ready-made pearl swirls that I've tried that I pull them off the backing and they pretty much just stick to each other, ball up in a little ball, and go in the garbage. Not helpful. Here's the thinner one. Again, easy to pick up. It doesn't fold up on itself because it's not adhesive on the back. So you could run some thin adhesive and easily place it on your project, and then come back with a pearl pen or a glitter liner or both and make your pearls along this little guide. Here's the little balloons I made. Show you those. And this is a very thick dimensional gel, so it works really well. It makes really nice embellishment. On the flower, I did the pink first, and then I did the orange center, and it sort of sinks into the pink because they were both wet when, you know, obviously the orange was wet, but the pink was still wet when I did it. You could also do the pink first, allow that to dry, and then put the orange on top of it and have it be a little bit more dimensional. This is just an open, more open design that I did. These are very quick and simple. There was no template I used or anything. I just free-handed them. And that seems to be a popular style now, to have them more free-flowing, which is good for me since I don't draw well. So we'll move those aside. Another thing that you can do with these is use them to embellish. This is a little birthday tag. I'm doing a bunch of these for a swap that I'm in. And this is an extra. So I thought I'd see what I could do with it, embellishing it with the gloss gel. So I'm going to fill in these little spots and use the die cut as my guide. I cut this out. The entire thing is from the Sweet Treats Cricut cartridge. And I'm just going to go around, and for this effect I want to make sure that I do touch the tip to the paper, because that will help me fill in without any gaps, especially along the edges. And so I'll just continue going around. Now when you use it on regular cardstock, you don't get the transparent effect, but you do get a very high gloss shine, which is really pretty. It's not a pearl, it's not a glitter, it's just a very high gloss shine. Some very glossy, very shiny little dots for my party hat. This color is emerald green. It's really more of a sort of turquoise, but you get such a high gloss with these. It's really a different finish than some of the other pens we're used to and some of the other Viva Decor pens. And then the final thing I wanted to show you is how amazing these look on acrylic.